Do you have questions about the recent student loan forgiveness announcement? I've got some answers. I'm Marcus Warren, financial planner, tax enrolled agent, and author of the Retirement and Tax Playbooks. So, you've probably heard by now that the government plans to forgive federal student loans for roughly 20 million Americans. So here's what we know about the loan forgiveness so far. Number one, the Department of Education, they're going to forgive up to $10,000 in federal student loans to single borrowers who earned less than $125,000 and households that made less than $250,000 in 2020 or 2021. Two, borrowers of federally held undergraduate, graduate, and Parent Plus loans are eligible, even if the loans are in default. Three, recipients of Pell Grants will receive an extra $10,000 with the same income thresholds. Now, the student loan payment moratorium is also extended through December 31st, 2022. This means that payments start on your new balances on January 1st, 2023. But here's a big detail that got left out of most headlines. Under new Department of Education rules, monthly payments on undergraduate debt will be slashed to 5% of a borrower's discretionary income, and the amount of income shielded from repayment calculations will also increase. This rule change could end up cutting monthly payments by more than half for millions of folks and might be an even bigger deal than a one-time debt forgiveness. Now, I have received a lot of questions from my clients and the families I work with, so let's go over some of those questions. Will you owe taxes on the forgiven loan amount? Well, it depends. While you would typically owe federal taxes on forgiven debt, the American Rescue Plan exempted student loans from the usual federal tax rules. Now, many states have decided not to levy state taxes, but some states might, or they haven't announced their position. Now, depending on where you file state income taxes, you may owe some. What if you made loan payments during the moratorium? Can you get a refund? Well, very likely. Any payments on your qualifying federal loans made since March 13th of 2020 can be refunded by contacting your loan servicer. How do you get your loans or your kids' loans forgiven? According to the Department of Education, an online application will be available by October, and you'll have until December 31st of 2023 to apply. Now, those who filled out FAFSA forms in 2021 or 2022 for themselves or their dependent children may be automatically enrolled in the forgiveness program because their relevant income information is already on file. Okay, so how big a deal is this whole thing, economically speaking? Well, that's hard to say yet. Court challenges or administrative hurdles could change what actually happens and for whom. Some folks think that forgiving student loans is a bad idea, but here's the thing. The federal government, they have forgiven loans for defrauded students, small businesses, farms, and public service employees for years, so those concerns are probably overblown. Now, Goldman Sachs economists, they ran some numbers on the expected effect of the current plan on the economy. Now, they concluded that it probably won't have much macro impact at all, though the caps on monthly payments should increase household incomes. So should you take out more loans so they'll be forgiven? Please don't. So far, only loans initially dispersed by June 30th of 2022 will be covered by this plan. Anything taken out afterward will not be eligible. So what do you need to do right now? Nothing. Nada. Zilch. The details are still being hammered out and more information will be coming. A great place to start to get alerts is from the Department of Education, and I put the link in this email. And so what about loan forgiveness scams? So we are expecting a lot of scammer activity targeting folks waiting for student loan relief. But please be very careful with emails or text messages claiming to be about your loans. Get information straight from reliable sources like the Department of Education and your student loan servicer's official website, and of course, from me. Now, I know this was a lot of information all at once, and we'll know more about the details of the plans in the weeks ahead. But if you have any questions or you want to update your strategies in anticipations of lower or no more student loan payments, just let me know. Oh, and please, forward this email to anyone you know who might need some clarity about their student loans. Until next time.